Hello. So I know I usually post a lot about my own mental health on Instagram, but this Caroline Flack story has really kind of hit home for me in many ways. It's kind of really impacted on my mood for a number of reasons. The story really scares me in some ways. I think sometimes we underestimate the power of our minds and how difficult it is to control our minds. And obviously I know firsthand from experience how difficult it is to be brave enough to talk to someone when you're feeling low. And I've gone through all of those feelings of feeling like I would be a burden to my family and friends, or feeling guilty for putting that load on them, or feeling like a doctor might be dismissive over how I feel. But taking that plunge and talking to someone honestly changed my life, and I'm a different person to how I was 6 months ago. What scares me is that through talking about it, so many people who I'm close with have talked to me about their own mental well-being and their struggles, and that those conversations wouldn't have happened if I didn't talk about mine so openly on Instagram and things like that. So it makes me wonder how many people who I know and who I care about are going through battles and struggles and not talking to anyone. So I just wanted to do a post to kind of recognise that and to encourage anyone who is struggling to talk to someone, whether it's someone that you're close with as a friend, whether it's a family member, or if it's a stranger, a doctor, or someone at the Samaritans, or a therapist. It's so important. If we broke our legs, we would have people to help us to mend our legs and walk again. If we had the flu, we would have doctors looking after us to get better, and our mental well-being is just as important. And just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist and it's not real. And I've gone through all of those feelings of feeling like, because I can't visibly see what is wrong with me, no one is going to believe me. But it's so important. I just think it's scary how our minds can impact us, and I don't want anyone that I know to feel like they have to go through that alone. So if you're feeling any kind of mental illness, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, postnatal depression, anxiety, anything, then please just talk about it, because there's help out there, and every single person is important and is needed and is necessary. You mean something. I'm not claiming to be an influencer by any stretch of the imagination. I'm only posting this to people who I know, because obviously my profiles are private because of my job, so I know this isn't going to go to be viral or anything, but I'm sending this to the people who I care about. So yeah, I'm not trying to preach, just wanted to voice it because it's been playing on my mind, and it scares me that people I love could be feeling so alone. Have a good Sunday.